Hello, and I have another half an hour seated exercises for you today with resistance bands, with weights and with a ball. Now, weights can be whatever size you want. Just remember that if you have shoulder problems, you might not want to go up and over the head. You need to be careful with the joint as well. So be careful when opening. If the weight is too heavy, maybe reduce the weight, or you don't have to use the weight. It's an option for you. Resistant bands. Most resistant bands you can buy anywhere. You can probably get them in like a pound shop, eBay, wherever. They come in different types of resistance. So you get a lighter one, a medium and a harder one. So depending on what you want, that's the one you want to choose. They usually come colour coded as well, but again, just check which level you want. If you, with resistance bands, you can always get a lighter one and wrap it up to create more resistance. Also, it's sometimes called a Pilates ball. So instead of a large exercise ball or fit ball, it's a smaller type ball. I don't have that at the moment, but I am improvising, so you can always improvise. So the size ball you would probably want is something like a football or basketball size. I'm not going to say to use that today, because when you get the Pilates ball, it's something that should be not fully inflated, so you can hold on to it still, and then again helps with the hand and with motor functions there. But we can use this again today for rolling with the feet. So what I have done, I have improvised, and my boy has a small inflatable pretend basketball. It's not as big as a Pilates ball, but I can still hold it comfortably, and I can still use it for range of motion, and again use it for squeezing. Okay, fantastic. Right, so first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with weights, build up into the ball, and then we're going to go into resistance band. Okay, let's start. So first of all, with your weights, make sure you've got a nice steady hold of them. I've added the marching. You don't have to add the marching, entirely up to you. Remember, get cardio going means that you can lift the knees. Make sure you've got a nice comfortable chair. I would say with something that has a back on it as well, because you want to make sure that your back is supported. If you're comfortable with your posture and you know you've got support there, you can come further forward from the chair and keep yourself up. March a little bit more. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you're going to do is hold your weights here. We're going to raise. You can stop marching if you want to. If not, you can keep the cardio going. For 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. If you want to rest, you can. If you want to go to the next one, roll the shoulders. Keep the elbows pinned in. Bicep curls for 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it marching. So we're going to do about 8 minutes on arms with the weights, 8 minutes with the ball, 8 minutes with the resistance band. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lean yourself forward now. Bring the elbows in close, and we're going to tricep, so push. 12, 11, chest up, 10, 9, 8, 1 and march. Well done. Keep breathing. Stop the marching if it's getting too much. Four, 3, 2, 1. Keep that chest up. Stop marching for a moment. Arms out in front. Turn the weights so you're holding them like you would as if you're going to have a drink. And what we're going to do is going to open and close. Open, close. So this is where you need to judge if the weights are too much for you. Brilliant. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, stomach in, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them back to centre. Turn the weights this time, lean slightly forward and row. Pull it back and forward, back and forward. Brilliant. Five, you're doing great. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. March again. So your arms now might be starting to feel a little bit of fatigue. That's absolutely fine. So we've got this little rest in between. And you can build up with this, okay? Be kind to yourself. Don't push your body beyond what it can do. We're going to go back to those bicep curls. We're going to do something called a hammer. So again, we're going to turn our weights. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Lean slightly forward, chest up, elbows pinned in. So before we had our weights like this, we're going to turn them this way, okay? But we're going to alternate. Left, right. Brilliant. Stomach in. You're nearly there. Brilliant. Yes, and march. Build that cardio up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a set, and then we're going to add on a little bit of a pulse, just to make it a little bit harder. And I know you can do it. Keep marching. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sit back in your chair, make sure you're supported, back is nice and tall, weights down by the side. Let's lateral lift, lift up. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and if you can, hold a little pulse here. Okay, if it's too much on the shoulders, bring it down, or maybe just do 1. Listen to your body. Pulse, 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 stomach in, pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, you got this. 4, 3, 2, 1, don't let it go down. If you can, bring it forward now. I know the shoulders are feeling a little bit ouchy. Alternate, right up, left down, right, up, left, down. Doesn't have to be a huge range of motion, can be small. Listen to your body. Again, if the weight is too heavy, don't do a large range of motion, keep it small. You don't even have to use weights if you don't want to. 12, 11, 10, 9, you've got this. 8, oh I know. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center and pulse. Bring the weights almost close together. Pulse, 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 pulse. I know, if it gets too much, rest. You've got this, you've got this, you've got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Pop your weights down. If you need to have a drink, have a drink. Okay, grab your ball. So good thing with the ball, you got the one that you can grip hold of, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to test this out first of all, the basketball. It's not going to be as good as a squashy one, but it will still work on the legs. So you want to put it, come slightly forward, put the ball between. Hold onto waist or onto the chair. You're going to squeeze in motion. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Brilliant. So working on those thighs. You imagine just trying to pop that ball. That's what you want to do. Brilliant. You've got this. Release. Okay, with the ball now, both hands, it's up and down, up and down. Bring the legs in, march. Two, one. Okay, bring it up, bring it down to the right with a twist, up, down to the left. Keeping that core nice and strong. If you need to stop the march, stop the march. Working on range of motion within the shoulders, within the arms. And last one, bring that ball down. You can put it down on the floor at the moment with your ball. You squidgy one, I've got a smaller one here. All we're going to do, right hand, you're going to hold onto your ball. So I've got the fingers gripping hold of that ball still. Put your hand out in front of you and work into the wrist. Down and up, down and up. So our fingers are gripping hold of that ball. So our finger muscles, they are working, holding onto that ball. Your wrist, working into the wrist. Now we're going to rotate, so go round. Brilliant. And now what we're going to do is you roll back, bring it forward as if you're going to go bowling. Okay, down and up, down and up, down and up. That right arm should be feeling a little bit of an ache. Brilliant. And bring it back in. Swap. Hold on to your chair if you need to. Hand out. First of all, down and up into those wrists. Don't worry if you get a little bit of Rice Krispies. So I call it when you pop, you know, when your wrist gives a little pop, or your knee or your ankle, I call it the Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle and pop. And then we're going to rotate. And don't worry if you're slightly uncoordinated like me, that's absolutely fine. So one arm can do fantastic things, and then the other side, it just doesn't work. And that's fine. It's just the way our brains are wired, yeah? Let's roll. Let's go bowling. Take it back and forward. So range of motion in the shoulder. Nice and big. But the whole time I'm leaning forward, but I'm keeping my core strong. You know, the core's got to be there to protect you. I got my chair for support if I need to. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to do something now, up and over. So bring the ball together and down. Up and down. Nice big range of motion here. And the reason why I'm not using the basketball again is because it hasn't got that deflation, so I can grip hold of it. I don't want to drop it on my head. So I'm compromising with the smaller ball. Keep going. I know, shoulders and arms probably now feeling a bit like, what are you doing to me? 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Bring yourself forward again. Good trick, if you've got the larger ball, or if you've got your basketball, put your weights either side so then that way it doesn't roll off. You're going to do a figure of 8. So with the ball, through the legs. So this is working on your coordination again. With a larger ball, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Obviously, it's quite easy for me to do. But figure of 8, in and out. Our mind is working. It's telling the arms where to get the ball. We're also using core stability because you're not falling off your chair. Brilliant. We have another minute of ball exercises. 2 and 1. This one, I'm not too sure how well it's going to go with the smaller one. Arms out and roll it along. Obviously you've got a larger ball, that'll be absolutely fine. And out, arm across, roll along. We're using those fingers again, aren't we? So we're making sure that we're working. So as we get older, unfortunately, we lose our eye-hand coordination. We can have falls. And we're providing that extra bit of confidence to our body because we're training again. We're making sure that the fingers, the motor functions, they're all working. Our hand-eye coordination. And obviously when you've got your larger ball, you'll be able to roll all the way down the other side of the arm without cheating. Brilliant. Okay, last bit again. So with your ball, do that last bit of the squeezing with the legs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate, okay? So your right one first of all, I want you to left leg, plant it down, right leg, squeeze. Quite hard to do because we're telling one side to squeeze and the other side to stay still. Six more. Change side. Right side is going to be planted. Left leg is the one that's doing the squeezing. Hold your chair if you need to. Squeeze. 6 more. Brilliant, well done. Place your ball down somewhere it's not going to roll off and grab your resistance band. First of all, bring it underneath your armpits, and if you're a little bit of a sweaty belly, don't worry, you're just going to make your resistant band sweat. Move back into your chair if you need to. Make sure your back's nice and long. We're going to reach out. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, elbows pinned in, 2, 1, alternate for me, right and left, right and left. Brilliant. 12 more. Oh, I know, the arms. Two, 1. Okay, bring it in, open out, in, open. So you remember when you used to like wear massive capes, people used to go out and wear massive capes? I feel like this is like a cape. It should be called the cape workout. The bat workout, that'd be quite cool. Batman workout, even better. Oh, I know. 2, 1, release those shoulders. Oh. Okay, bring the band in front of you. I want you to come forward off your chair a little bit. You're going to raise the band up, so I've got that high above me. I'm going to pull it down towards my knee. I'm going to lift and then up, so working legs in as well. Don't lift the knee if you don't want to, it's absolutely fine. Let's go. Core in. Oh, yes. So the closer your hands go in, the more resistance you're going to create. The further the hands are away, the less resistance. 3. You got this. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, bring the band down, a bit more leg work. Wrap the band around the front of your foot, okay? The sole of your foot. You can sit back into your chair if you want to, if you're happy. Roll the shoulders back down, chest up. If you're comfortable with mobility, you can raise your knee, You're going to push out. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this a bit better. So my back is nice and long. My left foot is planted. I've lifted the knee up and I'm pushing away. I'm keeping my elbows pinned in and I know they've got a nice grip of that band. Ten, 11. I love these. And you know what we're going to do now? We're going to hold and pulse. Pulse. You don't have to if you don't want to. Rest in between if you want to. If you feel you can do it, pulse a little bit more. I know the leg is going, I don't like it. But we're just creating a bit of resistance. We're making that muscle work. 3, 2, 1. Yes, and down. Change side. You're almost there. Okay, chest up, bring that leg in, push it away, in, push away, in, stomach in, 8, 9, you got this, 10, 11, 12, and pulse, 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 pulse. Stomach in, back up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Fantastic. Last bit. You've got like another minute, and that's it. Tie your band round your thighs. The tighter it is, the more resistance. So if you cheat and you don't tie it up tight enough, then I know you're not working. Okay, bring yourself slightly forward, hold on to your chair if you need to. We're going to open the legs. Right side first, right, left. So what we were doing with the ball, you know, with squeezing, single leg, we're doing the kind of similar with the leg out and in. One's stationary, the other one's moving. Oh, are we ready? Hold, hold, rest if you need to. Oh, yes. 6, 7, 8, and in. Other side, out, in, out, in, out, in. You got it. 6 more. 6, 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and in. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Give yourself a little march. A little bit of a rest there, well done. You are almost there. Okay, roll your band so it's nice and tight, and turn so your elbows are in and your palms are up. You're going to open and close. Open and close. It's not a very big motion, it's quite small. Two more, and you are done. Hold here, little pulse, 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 pulse. Keep that chest up. Biceps will be hurting, arms will be hurting, a little bit into the chest, but again, it's all good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Roll those shoulders. Yay! Okay. So now it's time to stretch out your muscles, and again the good thing with resistance band, they can aid us in stretching. So the first one we're going to do is going to lift the band up again above us. Make sure you're comfortable in your seat, and as you take a nice deep breath in, exhale and pull the band behind you. So I'm putting it behind my back and I'm feeling that stretch in the shoulders, in the chest, okay? Don't do it so much that you're feeling that you are collapsing or that you're uncomfortable. You just want to feel that nice stretch in the chest area. Hold a little bit more, nice deep breath in. bring it up. We're going to do the opposite now. So nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, pull it down in front of you. And I want you just to elevate, lift your neck up, not the head all the way back, just a little bit. Take a nice deep breath in, release, and let that band come down. Put the band around the front of your foot. Put the foot out. Already you can just pull that band in, give yourself that bit of resistance. If you want to add more on, lean forward, but be aware of your balance. And release. Change side. Leg out, pull that band in, lean forward to add a bit more. Brilliant. And back in. Just to finish with, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way a bit and move the weights out of the way. Put both feet onto your band, and when you feel ready, come up. Roll shoulders up and down. Take a lean over to that right side. Let it all go heavy. And you can really use that resistance band just to add that little bit extra stretch. Inhale up. Exhale. And to the other side. The option, if you're not fully mobile and are not able to stand, you can always just let go of the resistance band and do a side stretch in the chair. And release. Or you can sit on the chair and lift the resistance band up. Lift the shoulders up, release. Lift the shoulders up, release. One more. And the best thing about resistance bands is that. You get to snap. Give yourself a round of applause. Nice big stretch through the arms. Bring one arm across. Give it a hug. Thank your beautiful body for what it's done and the achievements. Look on the positive, never the negative. Anything you weren't able to do, we can adapt. Inhale. And across the other side. And anything you did do and you know you could push yourself a bit more next time, brilliant. Go for it. Positive, positive, positive. You're fantastic. You're wonderful. And release. Thank you so much, wherever you are. Hello and goodbye to all my lovely, lovely people. Miss you all, and I hope you enjoyed.